This week, the US announced landmark new sanctions on two of Russia's largest oil producers, Rosneft and Lukoil. Two oil producers that the US blames for funding the Kremlin's war machine. Remember, this is Trump administration's first big move targeting Russia's war, one that could imply penalties for Indian banks too. The US Treasury has set a November 21 deadline. Naturally, Indian refiners are already reviewing orders. This as India shifts to alternative sources despite the profit margins from Russian oil. So what are the options for India? Buy a lot more from India's traditional oil suppliers in West Asia, perhaps also increase imports from other regions, West Africa and Latin America, even the US. But here's food for thought. Prime Minister Modi is only attending the ASEAN summit virtually in Kuala Lumpur, meaning the highly anticipated meet with the US president is not happening. A development that now suggests that the trade deal is still a distant dream. In fact, until the Diwali phone call by Trump to Modi, the prospect of a trade deal was highly probable, with India's assurance of a gradual reduction in its import of Russian oil and opening of India's agro sector to more US exports. But none of that happened. Instead, Trump has continued his claims of mediating between India and Pakistan and railed on about India's continuing import of Russian oil. So has Trump's pressure tactic of sanctioning Russian oil companies arrived as a blessing in disguise for India? One that will now preserve the status quo of New Delhi and Moscow's balanced strategic partnership. Because India is now forced to reduce Russian oil import because of US high-handedness, not because of New Delhi's own economic and diplomatic compulsions.